And we say good morning to you. We are live, as we are on the road at the Jewelers Bench, the only full-time, full-service jewelry store in Elizabeth and Carter County. And they got customer base all over the place. They come in here from all points in between and all points out there to do their shopping, jewelry-wise, here again at the Jewelers Bench. You got a Pandora sale going on up to 50% off. Mrs. Holtzclaw will be here momentarily in a little while. John's going to be here today. You don't want to miss John Holtzclaw being on the show. He'll be with us here in just. Oh, hard to keep a straight face. He's a jewel. We like him. We like Mrs. Holtzclaw. She's back. And so, gosh, you look at the countdown. We're at 180 days till Christmas Eve. So you would say, well, would you come in here and do a layaway? Folks have already done that. They've already started laying away for Christmas. I know it's way down the road. You don't want to talk about that, and I get that. It's dead week right now, the TSSAA. But, again, now would be a good time to come in or at least look around, do a little sniffing around and kind of say, let's set this back and lay it away and make payments, little payments all the way up until Christmas. You can do that. And, of course, they have a very, very easy to easy to use layaway plan here at the Jewelers Bench. That's where I get all my jewelry. And so we got big news at East Tennessee State University. We're going to talk about that. That's our lead story. First, we'll jump in here and get with the national anthem on the verse of the day. Bottom of the hour will be one of the Holtzclaws. Top of the hour, Frank Peters joins us, the driver from King Sports Speedway, who has the Tom Taylor Sports Show logo proudly displayed on his car, and I appreciate that. He'll be along. And then the other side of the show, back side of the show, hour number 2, one of the Holtzclaws, whichever one they decide they're drawing straws as to who will go first. But either way, this is the place to shop. I promise you, once you come here, you won't want to go to any other jewelry store. You're not just another face walking through the door. They actually take interest in you, and they want to know who you are and what's going on in your world. And so it's a neat place, and they're neat peeps. We like them. Here they are, the Kingdom Mares. Went and saw them on Saturday, man. They can bring it down. Woo! Listen to one coming over here, Jeff Chapman, the bass singer, who's moved on. Brian Smith, the bass singer now, man, he's excellent. And so I know who holds tomorrow. Great song. Here are the Kingdom Mares, nonetheless, and we're going to take a look at ETSU, where they have eliminated 28 football players and 12 baseball players from the program instantly. We'll tell you why and how right after this from the Kingdom Mares on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabeth.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Buddy Richard Oakes, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So, Port Travis Deli, good time to come in here, 543-6128, and get it to go. Tell us about it.
Yeah, call us up. Let us know what you like, and you won't have to stand in line or nothing like that. You know, it costs about 10, 15 minutes ahead, and you walk right in, and we'll say, hey, did you have a call in? And you grab it and go. Take you in and out.
Hot subs, none of the hot subs over $5.15. You couldn't go buy the goodies to put a sandwich together for that kind of money. Then you got the cold subs. You got a 12-inch, a 6-inch, and then the chicken salad. Sell a bunch of chicken salad so you can get the subs hot and get them cold. And, of course, chicken salad, get it right out the door and away you go, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I think cold cut subs are served cold, so you can bump the line that way too.
Yep. 543-6128. Tell me about your salads.
Salad, we take a tray and put a fistful of lettuce in it with some shredded cheese, your choice of ham, turkey, roast beef. We put some tomatoes, spicy onions, croutons, 2 packs of dressing. We have ranch, Thousand Island, honey mustard, and Italian.
5 racks of potato chips here, 10 cooler windows full of all kinds of soft drinks and Pepsi and Coca-Cola products, energy drinks, all you need. All you got to do is call in here. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 9, closed on Sunday. 543-6128. Pickled eggs. You got jalapenos, banana peppers, extra spicy onions. They can load it up with bacon. They can load it up any way you want it. Any of the sandwiches. Extra goodies,
sure.
folks. Make it go. 543-6128. One of our great sponsors here on the show. We love coming here. Port Travis Deli, again, here in Elizabethton at 543-6128. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. We are live at the Jewelers Bench in downtown Elizabethton. Thanks for being with us again on this Tuesday, June the 27th, final Tuesday of the month, of course. We'll roll right into, as you well know, July coming up on Saturday. Big 4th of July weekend. We talked about it yesterday. Big event going on in downtown Elizabethton on Saturday evening. You want to be a part of that. It's all free. Again, all the pedal pageant, the patriotic pup pageant, all that going on, of course, and we'll talk all about that again as we get closer to it. But again, all the music and the food trucks, all that going on downtown. Of course, will be capped off the fireworks. The REO Survivor Tribute Band's going to be there on Saturday nights. All live broadcast going to be free. So that's coming up on the first day of July, coming up on Saturday. All right, East Tennessee State announcing the discontinuation of the men's track and field program immediately. They've also just got rid of 28 football players and 12 baseball players. What's this all about, you say? Well, ETSU announcing the discontinuation of its men's indoor track and field program immediately. So says Athletic Director Dr. Richard Sander. The move was made, according to Sander, in order to bring the university into compliance with Title IX requirements. So it says men have constituted a decreasing percentage of ETSU's overall enrollment. Less guys are going to ETSU, a trend observed at universities nationwide. Therefore, a cut in men's sports was necessary. So they eliminated immediately the men's indoor track and field team. Gone. It gets better. Well, it doesn't get better. It gets worse, really. But larger men's programs like football and baseball also be asked to restrict the overall size of the rosters. According to Sander, the football roster will be reduced by 28 players. Now, at East Tennessee State, you cut 28 players out. I don't know how many dresses out. That's probably, I'd have to look, probably a third of the football team. They're going to cut the baseball team by 12 players immediately. University also will look to expand opportunities in women's sports and the women's track and field and triathlon teams in particular. Richard Sander also hinted at the possibility of a brand new women's program. Didn't say what sports the school is going to be adding, but so this is not, maybe this is going to happen. The football team will be asked to reduce their players by 28. Now, in a mid-major school the size of East Tennessee State, that's huge. The baseball team asked to reduce their roster by 12. So it's not just the men's indoor track and field program. So, what 28 players goes? If you're a scholarship player, you've been asked to leave the team, you're going to be reduced by 28 players. What happens then? If Tom Taylor's on scholarship and they've asked me to leave, and it doesn't say who's going to get the cut and what is the criteria to make the cut. You're going to cut 28 guys from football and 12 from baseball. What do you use as the rationale to cut them? Or to eliminate them, whatever you want to call it. Cut, eliminate, it's all the same. You ain't going to be on the team. Interesting. So they're going to add more women's programs. I told you this last week what was going to happen. The name, image, and likeness is going to jump up full force for the ladies, and it should. They deserve to be compensated as well. The problem, well, there's a lot of problems in this, but one of the problems, in my humble opinion, most of the name, image, and likeness is by somebody who privately wants to raise the money to give to this particular person. The schools don't do it. You see all the time about the donors and the boosters are, paying XYZ person to do XYZ promotion for their product. So I'll write a check for, let's pick somebody. Let's choose John. John would be a good example. John Holtzall's hot rod athlete. So I pay him. Let's reverse it out. I'm a hot rod athlete, which I'm not. John pays me to endorse the jeweler's bench. Hey, I buy my crosses, my Pandora bracelets, my rings, I buy everything I get for the folks in my life from the jeweler's bench, and he pays me for it. Okay, that is his discretion to do that. It's his money. He can get me to do it. He can get Sean Witten to do it. He could pick somebody. I'm using this all hypothetical. All right, so it's his discretion because it's his privately earned money. So the problem is, I guess, what I'm reading here is that nobody's going to these lady athletes, female athletes, and say, we want you to endorse something. They're not getting a fair shake. Well, I understand that because, it's the individual's discretion to do what they want to do with the money they have, they've earned. And I totally get that. The problem is now, well, it's not a problem, but the situation, let's say it that way. The situation now is, the ladies are going to step up and want some jingle, and I get that. I totally get that. The problem is, it's my discretion whether I want to give it to the school to promote a certain lady. So it's not. So if you make a donation athletic department, then I guess they can do it as they want. But the name, image, and likeness typically has been, again, a personal person-to-person situation. You read about the booster out in Texas A&M and down in Miami that hired these guys to promote their particular products, and these guys got lots of money, the billionaires, millionaires, whatever they are. And they've got these guys, they hire these football players, whomever, basketball players, whatever the sport, to promote their product. And it's coming out of their own personal account. Can't do anything about that. So the problem is, how do you make somebody, okay, they're going to ramp up the name, image, and likeness for the females. And I get that. They should be getting paid. But I guess my point is, what happens if nobody wants to write them checks? Then what are you going to do? If, XYZ company doesn't want to promote it, and so far they haven't, not to the degree they have for the guys, then what do you do with that? How do you make people, how do you force them, I guess, or how do you make them endorse female athletes with name, image, and likeness? So I don't know how that's going to work. I got my theories, but so anyway, but at East Tennessee State, there are more women enrolling in the school. There's less guys enrolling, and so now it's out of kilter, the number of men on campus. So as a result, they got to eliminate the programs. So the question again to me is, if you get an influx of guys enrolling in the school, do you reinstate the program? At what point you go, okay, do they have to trend it and see what's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 years? And I don't know. Nobody's coming up with these answers. But I can tell you, when you take 28 football players away from a program like East Tennessee State, that is huge. It's just a numbers game. And the baseball as well. 12 guys off the baseball team. So, yes, it's really a three-pronged situation. They have discontinued immediately the men's indoor track and field program. They're asking the larger men's programs like football and baseball to reduce their rosters like immediately, or I think I would assume it's immediate because that's when they just shut down the indoor track and field program yesterday. What do you do if you're one of those athletes? You've gone home for the summer, you're working out, or maybe you're still here in town working out, doing whatever you're doing, and all of a sudden you get however they notified them, you're no longer on a program because the program's been abolished. How do you wake up and grasp with that if you're one of the men's student athletes at East Tennessee State? If you're on scholarship, what happens? And I'm sure some of these guys are, men's indoor track and field. I'm sure some of these are full or partial scholarships. Then what happens? Well, I mean, what do I do then? I'm out of a scholarship. I'm out of a chance to compete athletically, chance to go to school and get a degree. Then what happens? Do we see lawsuits popping up? I don't know. Very interesting. So that's what's going on in East Tennessee State that happened yesterday. And so I just think it's the beginning of the tip of the iceberg, is what I told somebody last night. And you're going to see this all over the country. So they're going to sit back and take a look at which schools don't have the disproportionate number of men in the student body enrolling, and they're going to start reassessing, and in this case, redoing, if you will, the athletic programs. So there you go. Larger men's programs like football and baseball will also be asked to restrict the overall size of the rosters. Then you get into another one. I'm a donor, and I've been paying. I want to promote the football team. I'm writing checks to the football team. Or I'm writing checks to the baseball team. And all of a sudden, we cut 28 players. I don't want to give anymore. All of a sudden, you see that money that they're depending on from the donors are going to dry up, and I guarantee that's going to happen. Because some of these folks will say, okay, if you're going to drop back in football, don't count on my money. Did we not see it down in Knoxville? We did. We saw coaches down there that were underperforming, wasn't getting it done in the football field, and the money dried up. Now you got a guy down there, Josh Heupel's has turned it around. They exceeded the season ticket sales. So it's money, money, money. Don't tell me it's not, because it is. And so, what happens, it'll be a cause and effect. You'll see, I would think, well, I know you will. You'll see money that was earmarked for these programs from private donors that will go away to a point because they're not going to support this. And I get that. So anyway, that's what's going on in East Tennessee State. That's kind of the lead story here this morning. Again, they're going to expand the women's programs. They're going to come out, let's see. The athletic director says they will expand opportunities in women's sports. Look, I'm all about women getting a fair shake. I've got granddaughters that play sports. I'm all about it. And so the ladies ought to have every opportunity to get the kind of money the guys are going to get and have been getting in name, image, and likeness. The question is, fair market value, are folks going to write checks to endorse women? Apparently, so far, they haven't, not to the degree they have the men. But I'm all about it. I think the ladies deserve a fair shot. So now, to reduce programs, that's a whole other story. But just on the surface, do women deserve to have a chance to make money like the guys do in name, image, and likeness in college athletics? Absolutely, no question. To the same degree, that's the discretion of the people writing the checks. But, yeah, they deserve to be endorsed. I mean, look at the lady from Iowa, that girls basketball player. Phenomenal. So that would be one I would think. I mean, I don't know if she getting any money now or not. I'm not privy to that. But you would think some of these marquee, how about some of the softball players from Oklahoma? Softball players from UT, for that matter. So anyway, I'm all about that. I'm all for it, no question. Sanders says they're going to expand opportunities in women's sports and the women's track and field and triathlon teams in particular. Also hinted the possibility of a brand new women's program. Didn't say what it was going to be. So stay tuned. That's what's going on in East Tennessee State. We are live at the Jewelers Bench in downtown Elizabethton. She is coming up next. She is ready to go. No? Yes? Somebody's coming. We have a Pandora sale up to 50% off right now, right in the middle of the summer. And it is getting ready to get summertime temperatures, which is great, going into the 4th of July weekend. And so we'll take a break. We'll come right back, and we will talk to some folks here right after this from Cannon Dental on show number 1881 of the Tom Daly Sports Show.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy, where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, you know, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them, it's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
So we're at Brummett Sports Shop in Elizabeth, and Lori Wilson, the owner, and one of the hot items going into the holidays are varsity jackets or Letterman jackets. Tell us about it.
Well, Tom, we do varsity jackets for all our local schools. These are Holloway jackets, and the body is 24-ounce wool, and then most of the jackets, we will get leather sleeves on them. We can also do the wool sleeves. But like I said, they're Holloway, so they're high-quality jackets. We can do any color for any school. We will put your school letter on the front, your name. See, this one has a name. We also have a local lady here that makes the patches. So the turnaround time is really pretty short for a custom jacket. The other thing we will do is if you play a sport, we will put a ball patch with your number in it, your varsity years that you played. We can do inserts, like we do a cross for FCA. We can do ball inserts if you play basketball or football or whatever. We also have band jackets. So here we have a band letter for this young lady. And one other thing we do are like custom patches, embroidered patches. So she plays mellophone and French horn, so she requested that. So we put that on her jacket. If you're all conference, if your team won the conference, we can do that. Let's see, on the back of the jackets, we can do either the, like the nickname for your school. So this is Betsy Band. We also have Vikings for Tennessee High, Pioneers for Crockett, Greenville for the Greenville jacket. Another option for the back of the jacket is we can do your name and number.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, and then also we have position patches. So C for center, or we had one earlier that someone picked up, point guard, so that was PG and SG. But we do all local schools. Like I said, they're Holloway, so they're good quality jackets, and we sell a lot of them. And the kids love these jackets. They love to show off their accomplishments, their team's accomplishments, and represent their school.
Tell us how we can get a hold of you.
Okay, our phone number is 423-542-2321. We also have a Facebook page, Brummett Sports Shop, so you can message me there. You can message me on my personal Facebook page, Lori Wilson, or you can email at brummittstn, that's BRUMITSTN @charter.net. We'd love to hear from you.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Could you find a more handsome man than John Holtzclaw? There he is, folks. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Great. Always good to be with you, Tom.
Oh, love coming down there.
Light in the day.
Absolutely. Love coming down there, hanging out with you kids. Pandora's bracelets up to half off. We've got earrings half off. We've got bracelets half off. We got charms half off. So now I jokingly said this when I started the show. It's 180 days to Christmas Eve. People have already started laying away for Christmas, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't charge any extra. You can just pay on a little at a time and get it done. That way, at the end of the day, it don't hurt your pocketbook.
There you go. Make little payments along the way. Still getting hammered in November, December.
You know, save some of that money for you.
Plus, the selection's probably better right now anyway, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So-
You don't get hammered. You know, these people waiting that last minute sometimes don't get exactly what they want, or
Yep.
those kind of things. So
It's the way to come. Down here, the only full-time, full-service jewelry store in Elizabeth and Carter County. I always talk about how many folks come in here from all over the place. You got them coming in here from Western North Carolina, Tri-Cities, Kingsport, Virginia.
Yeah.
So, and you've told us all along since we started coming down here that you come here, you're going to
family.
save. And you're going to save, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, compared to
20,
other jewelry
30%.
stores. Well, how much?
20 to 30%.
There you go, 20, 30%. So, and I can tell you that testimonially, is that the right word? As a testimonial, yes, after I bought something, I thought, I'm just going to see. And I checked out a couple other jewelry stores after I bought it down here. He was right. It was a whole lot cheaper here, I promise you. So, we've gotten rings here, we've gotten crosses here, we've got Pandora, the Beauty and the Beast charms here, we've got bracelets here. So, got a pocket watch here. Wearing this pocket watch I got here. Woo.
We're a one-stop shop.
It is. And it's not just for ladies, for guys too. All right, so let's talk a little sports here before we get into the jewelry store. So ETSU is going to pull the plug on the men's indoor track and field. Now the reason is, you asked me the reason, let's see, men have constituted a decreasing percentage of ETSU's overall enrollment. And so as a result of that, we got to cut men's sports, to be in compliance with Title IX. So, and I get that to a point, but it says here, where is it? Where I got it highlighted. Larger men's programs like football and baseball be asked to reduce the overall size of the roster. Football by 28 players, baseball by 12.
Yeah.
That's a huge cut for a school the size of ETSU. How do you cut them? Who goes and who stays? I mean, what are they going to use as criteria? You don't know and I don't know, but I'm thinking, okay, we're going to come in and cut 28 football players. Are they walk-ons? Are they going to be scholarships? Then if John and Tom Rowe, they're on scholarship and they say you're not here anymore, then what happens? Is there a lawsuit? I don't know how all this is going to work.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that works out.
Yep. So
They may have to honor whatever contract they've committed to them, and then from there
draw a line in the sand, start from scratch. So it could be financially pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, because I know people who write checks to individual programs and sports at a lot of places. A lot of my friends do it at Marshall and different schools. And so for somebody writing checks to ETSU for football, all of a sudden you go, a checkbook closes, right?
Yeah.
Remember when we were struggling down in Knoxville and the money was drying up? Remember that?
Yeah.
We were in a hole financially.
Oh, it was paying all these coaches we'd let go.
There you go. And you had, who was it? Who was the one that was putting money in McDonald's bags? Previous coach to Heupel. Just went totally blank. You had
Pruitt.
Thank you. You had Pruitt. You had
And you had
Butch Jones.
Jones before that.
And you had Dooley. So when those guys weren't winning, guess what happened to the checkbook? Am I right?
I'd say Heupel's got it open back up.
Well, that's my point. So Heupel's got to open back up. They exceeded season ticket sales by about 9,000. So they're rolling with the dough. Are rolling better. So individual discretion. So you say, okay, there's 28 guys leaving the football team. I'm not writing any more checks, and they can do that. It's their discretion. So it's interesting. So baseball's got to drop 12 guys, and football's got to drop 28. I don't know what ETSU dresses out. I'm going to guess. Tennessee.
80.
I was going to say probably 75 or 80.
Yeah.
So you're talking potentially a third of the football team. That's huge. So, and it says it's going to happen. I don't know when.
But in the same breath, the university will also look to expand opportunities in women's sports.
Yeah, they're going to ramp up women's track and field and triathlon teams, and they're talking about adding a brand new program. He doesn't say what's going to be.
Does that make sense, Tom? They're cutting or doing away with the men's track and field, and then opening up women's.
Women's track and field going to expand it. Women's track and field and the triathlon teams. So, and it all goes back to a decreasing percentage of ETSU men enrolling in the school. So then my question was, after I saw this, okay, if next fall you have an influx of guys enrolling at ETSU, do we bring the programs back, or is it they're done? Is it going to be one of these? I don't know. So I'm asking questions way above my pay grade, but it's huge. I did the Bucks on the radio for a while, and I can tell you that You know, football's the money cow over there.
Yep.
Football and basketball, men's basketball, have been the money cow. Then something about men's basketball.
Nope.
It said football and baseball. So, but you're only dressing out. How many of basketball anyway? 14, maybe 18, 16 tops. Now you wouldn't dress out that many. You dress out 14 in the game. Is that right? I don't know who many's on the team, so they can't really start cutting men's basketball because they don't have that many to begin with. Baseball, they're cutting 12, and the footballs, we said they're cutting 28. That's a lot of people. So for a school the size of East Tennessee State in the mid-major,
20,000, somewhere in that ballpark.
yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on at East Tennessee State. We're at the jeweler's bench. What'd you bring me over here?
Oh, just stuff I just got through working on.
Oh, okay.
For these ladies that have fingers with knuckle problems.
Wow, look at that. That is gorgeous. Holy
It's got
smokes.
like a finger fit where you open it up.
Really?
Yeah, pull that little buckle like a belt buckle.
You do it in case I break
Come
it.
on, Tom.
Pray I'll break it.
You ain't gonna break something I fixed.
Well, you don't know that. My dad used to say you can tear up a crowbar.
See, it opens up.
Wow, look at that. Now, I'm going to show you on the screen. It won't be. Okay, it opens up.
And then you just close it back once you get over your knuckle.
For ladies that have big knuckles.
Yes,
Wow.
because that keeps it from turning and flipping and
Look at that there.
kind of stuff.
Look at that little bling on that deal
yeah,
right
that's,
there.
that's a little bit of rock.
That is a rock. That is nice. This is what some of the things John does. What do you call this?
A finger fit.
Finger fit. There you go. So that's something you said, well, I didn't know you could do that. He can. He does. Put that clamp back in case I bust it. I get billed for it. So then what do you do on these?
Okay, basically on those diamond studs, I put locking backs for these women that tend to lose earrings. That solves the problem.
Locking backs. I don't know if that'll camera will show you that, but look here, locking backs. Cool. That's some bling here too, sir.
Yeah, that's get you a girlfriend.
Got some bling down here going on. So, all right, we are here live again to the jeweler's bench. So, thought she said something. So let me have that back. What else you been working on?
Oh, just repairing prongs and putting diamonds in, sizing rings, all the typical stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, what's going on in the state? He, by the way, if you don't know this, for those of you watching out of state, he is our state representative here locally, one of our state reps. And so, what's going on tonight? You guys done? Don't you have to go back for a
It's kind of quiet until August 21st when we do a special session.
special session? Yeah. So,
And then it's going to get real interesting again.
mm-hmm. Oh, yes. So, we have 53 days to football till we start back up cyclones, 180 days till Christmas Eve. So, you have, all right, let's run down through it. Watches, you carry,
You want to talk men's or ladies?
let's start with the ladies.
Ladies, you got everything from your toes to your ears.
All right. Watches, what brands you carry for the ladies?
Got
Bearing,
Bearing,
okay.
Citizen,
Citizen,
G-Shock.
G-Shock. That's the three for the ladies. For the gents,
Okay, basically the same.
same. All right, got those. All right. Let's go Pandora Jewelry. We got that. We talked about she's going to be here in a little while. Talk up to 50% off those. You have,
You've got chains, silver,
Chains.
gold,
mhm.
ankle bracelets, toe rings, just anything you can name them. Earrings, diamond studs is probably your number one gift. Otherwise, it's an engagement ring.
Mm-hmm.
But if we don't have it, we'll find it for you.
Absolutely. So now she went to the sale back in the spring, right?
Yeah.
And has that stuff started coming in yet for Christmas?
We've already got that in. We'll do another show in the fall again for Christmas.
Yeah. So they're constantly going out there. Sherry is going to these shows and on the cutting
Finding
edge, find out
what's-
what's new.
Yeah, what's hot.
What's hot.
Trending. Now, what I will tell you, for the past 10 years, we've been trending white gold.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's transitioning back to yellow gold.
Is it really?
Mhm.
Going back to yellow gold. All right. What are the hot jewelry pieces right now? Pearls are going to be the hot thing for Christmas, or birthstone rings, or what are you hearing?
Diamonds is always hot.
Diamonds
it's
hot.
just particular what style. You know, you come out with the 3-stone, the 2-stone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they pinpointed what's going to be hot for Christmas this year, but it'll be some kind of new design.
Mm-hmm. So, and they'll have it here at the jeweler's bench here in little Elizabeth. You think Elizabeth, Tennessee, they're on the cutting edge? Oh yeah. So, in this case, when you first walk in, right here, what's in this case?
We've got just jewelry, and she's also doing the sterling silver. What I was trying to think of is her new line, her little bracelets that she's doing.
The permanent bracelets?
Yes.
Yeah. I was in there a while back, and she had a lady in there. She's putting on a permanent bracelet, which means doesn't come off. You put it on and leave it
no
on.
clasp.
No clasp. It stays on permanently, and you guys do that too. You put it on right here, right?
Yep.
They pick it out.
Put it on your ankle, your arm.
Mm-hmm. And out the door you go.
Yep.
Earrings. I mean, it's the usual what you would see in a jewelry store, I guess. You get the earrings, the bracelets, the watches.
And you got them in precious and semi-precious stones.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got a plethora of anything you want to pick out.
Now, what they have that most places don't have is him, the jewelry repair guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you got that new machine that you've had, it's been a year now, a little over a year.
Yeah, probably a couple of years on the laser and about a year on the engraver.
The new engraver they've got, so they can do anything they need as far as jewelry repair.
I got a request to do a rifle, to engrave a rifle, and I'm going to do that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I mean, a plate on the rifle?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, last time I was in there, you were engraving, or 2 times ago, you were engraving some knife blades to give away for a maybe a retirement, whatever it was. You were putting a name on a knife blade. You guys sell knives too. Tell us about that.
Got American-made knives, Bear and Son, good quality knife. You can get any style that you want, hunting or just whittling or small. Like you said, we can do specialized for birthdays, grandpa, whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm. So
you dream it up, we'll do it.
There you go. And this is what John likes. He's told me this before. He likes to. They say, okay, be creative. Let your creative juices flow. And he'll come up with something really cool, like that little thing you got right there.
Yeah.
That's not that common to do, is it?
No.
Finger fits.
Yeah.
So John does them. So remember, jewelry repair. Now, how many jewelry repair folks in the Tri-Cities? There's not very many.
About 3.
3 of them in the whole Tri-City. He's one of them. Why go anywhere else? Come right here. So you got all the jewelry you need. They got the Naked Bee product line. Mm-hmm. They've got Cherry Holtzclaw and Lisa Simmerly and Mrs. Feathers and Ann and Hannah, whom I'm leaving off, and Abby and John. They got the All-Star team here, the All-Star jewelry team. The A team. There you go. The A team. Tennessee football. You getting excited?
Yep.
Yeah, we should be.
I think we're predicting we'll lose 3 games.
Yeah. Heupel, what he's doing is he's going out and bolstering the defense.
Oh, yeah.
He said, the offense is high octane; they're ready to roll, but the defense got to stop people. He's going out and getting some big names. And he's in on a lot of guys. So a lot of players. That one kid, what was it? I read 6'6" and 320 out of Texas. They're right in there with him at Texas A&M and Alabama and Georgia, the big boys. This guy runs like a 4.5 40, 6'6" and 320. I can't even imagine walking out on the field and going, "Hey Tom, see that one over there?
He's yours.
That's yours. It's yours for 60 minutes, Hoss. Go get him, Tiger." It's like, okay. I think I got a hamstring just went bad.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down. Coach, I'm out. I can't do it now. I'm sorry. I'm going to sit with me and John will sit on the bench and eat popcorn and cheer you boys on. 6'6" and 320 and runs like a deer. Good grief. We got to stop him. So Tennessee's going after some big guys and some quality players, and that's a good thing. Birthdays today. I forgot to do this. Hello, Junior says ETSU's got 100 on the roster. Thank you. Junior's he's my stringer. Thank you, Junior. Junior Campbell, thank you, sir. So if you got 100,
you're going down to 75.
The third of your team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Third of your football team will be gone. It's tough to compete, folks. Ought to stay to go out there and play in the Southern Conference with a third of your football team. So gone. Lori Morgan's having a birthday, 64. Did you like the Beach Boys?
Yes.
Bruce Johnson, one of the lead singers or one of the singers of the Beach Boys, 81 today. And then I know there's a guy, I know John watched him, Captain Kangaroo. You watched him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. But
you and him look a lot alike.
We do.
Got the beard.
That's it. We do. And
his hair was a little shorter than yours.
Yes, and you just leave him alone, Tom. You set me up. I could have burnt your biscuits. I'm not going to. Yes, I do look like Captain Kangaroo. Just let John have his fun and get him on back in there and put him back to work. Do I look like Captain Kangaroo, Mrs. Feathers? Maybe I do.
See there, Tom?
Wow. Maybe I do. Yeah. I ain't coming back down here anymore. Y'all better enjoy this show. I'm gone. I'm out. The woman said look like Captain Kangaroo.
He was famous, Tom.
Oh yeah, he was famous. Remember when the ping pongs would fall out of the sky?
Yeah.
And he had the bunny rabbit and the moose?
Bunny rabbit.
And the moose. Anyway, his name was Bob Keeshan. He died back in '04. Today's his birthday. Boy, I set myself up for that. Let's go to a break. Let's move right along here. We'll be right back after this from Physical Therapy Services on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I look like Captain Kangaroo. Again, Physical Therapy Services Balance Center, something brand spanking new you're very excited about. Tell us about it.
Oh, very excited. It's a new joint venture that we have with Dr. Schumeyer in Johnson City, where basically the audiologists are doing the specialized testing for vertigo and vertigo issues. And basically that testing is then interpreted, and then as a PT, then we come in and then do the specialized treatment for it. All our therapists have been certified through the American Institute of Balance in Tampa, Florida. They're world-renowned balance experts. So basically anyone that has vertigo or dizziness, most people over the age of 65, I think there's a 70% chance that you will at least experience vertigo once in your lifetime. Of that, most of those people that experience vertigo, they'll actually have a second episode. About half of those will have a second episode. Falls are a big problem for our elderly population, and it keeps them from doing what they want to do. So the Balance Center is designed to help those people get over that fear of falling, to fix that inner ear issues. And you got to be careful with where you go. You got to make sure that the people that are doing the balance stuff actually know what they're doing, because it's very easy to screw things up if you do the wrong treatment in the wrong order.
Exciting news. So how can we find out more about this on social media?
Look us up on Facebook, Physical Therapy Services PA, or Physical Therapy Services in Elizabethton. You can also call us 423-543-0073 in Elizabethton, or email us at ptsstaff@yahoo.com with any questions that you have. If we can't get you better, we'll put you in touch with the people that can.
A new program, new concept called the Balance Center. Check it out on social media. Again, Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors, the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Frank's going to join us coming up here in just a minute. Congratulations to LSU. They are the college national champion of college baseball. They thrashed the Florida Gators 18-4, 4-3. First game on Saturday, won by LSU in 11. Sunday night, Florida thrashed them 24-4. Then last night, LSU came back and thrashed the Gators 18-4. Wow. So they're the national champs of college baseball in 2023. So Tennessee, I guess, can say, well, at least we got beat with a national champion. So 19 College World Series champion appearances. LSU's now emerged with 7 national championships. Only Southern Cal's got more championships than LSU with 12. They haven't won anything since 1998, has Southern Cal. So helping keep them from 8 titles, coincidentally, is Florida. Back in 2017, they bested LSU for their one and only national championship. So, again, it was a national championship going back to Baton Rouge. So, Southeastern Conference, SEC team has now claimed 4 straight Division I baseball titles. LSU, Ole Miss last year, Mississippi State in 2021, and Vanderbilt in 2019. Didn't have one in 2020 because of COVID. SEC's won 5 out of the last 6 baseball titles and 6 out of the last 9. Here's probably the most impressive stat of everything. The Southeastern Conference has placed at least one team in the College World Series final in 14 out of the last 15 years. There you go. SEC team's been in the College World Series finals 14 out of the last 15 years. Very, very impressive, to say the least. Hey, we're live here again at the Jewelers Bench. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Frank Peters is here with us. Frank drives that number 4 ride at the King Sports Speedway with his crew chief, number 7, with his crew chief, Angie Peters. I just got corrected. I thought it was 4. I'm still trying to grasp I look like Captain Kangaroo. I'm shocked. I'm shell-shocked. Mrs. Feathers had a chance to pull me out, threw me under the bus. I said, do I really look like Captain Kangaroo? I played the 5th. I said, okay, there you go. Quick break. Frank's in next. If he says I look like Captain Kangaroo, we'll shut the show down. We'll be right back after this. Not really, on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We are not okay with the staggering statistics of our youth. They have become familiar with brokenness, pain, and frustration. But their pain has become our concern, and their hopes, our responsibility. But we want to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. Our mission is to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus and His church. But what can you do about it? What if your actions now can help the future them? Together, we can help them become who God has designed them to be. But the time is now, and the action we take today helps them tomorrow.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here at the Jeweler's Bench. Would you go ahead and take that, sir, and hold that, because it's Frank Peters. How you doing, sir?
Great, how are you?
I love your shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Pick Jesus with the guitar pick. I love it.
That's a pick that you make and you can't go wrong on.
Hello, Glenn McQueen. How you doing, sir? And Josh Wallen and Jonathan and Kim Morton and Junior Campbell and Teresa Tig. Thank you, kids, for being with us. We do the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man that hung on the cross. Do I look like Captain Kangaroo, Frank?
Romans 10:13.
No, it's Colossians 3:12 is one I sent out today. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, John, kindness, John, humility, gentleness, and patience. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Verse of the day, Colossians 3:12, here in the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Big racing coming up Friday night. How you been doing so far this season?
We're really having a tough year. You know, we built a new car from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything on it was completely new, and we're still having issues of getting the car to handle. We don't have the corner speed that we need. Overall, I guess I complain too much, because when you look at points right now, I think I'm sitting in 11th out of 36 cars.
Well,
And between 8th and 12th, there's like 5 or 6 points between us, and any race can change the standing any week right there.
absolutely.
So, but, you know, everybody wants to run in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess our sport, there's a lot of adversity there, because there's only one winner comes off the track every night. Everybody else is not.
Right.
And you have to deal with that. And sometimes I have trouble dealing with that.
Yeah. You want to win?
Everybody wants to win.
That's why you're out there.
That's it.
And if you're not, you shouldn't be out there, and you are.
That's it.
He's a competitor. So
That's it. I guess we're just too competitive, I guess. But overall, I guess I'm happy with, where we're sitting right now. And we'll keep working. We've got about 6 or 7 more races to go. So hopefully we'll find the corner speed that we need.
You're 11th in points out of 36.
Yeah.
You could be 36.
That's it. I mean, I hear that a lot. I hear that from my wife a lot,
Angie tells you a lot. You could be 36th in points, but you're 11th.
I hear that a lot. I mean, when I come in after the race and
Mad.
You know, yeah, I'll be upset because I didn't do good. She always tells me, and one thing she always says is, you know, you kept it in one piece and you were able to pull back on the trailer and you can get out and walk home. So,
There you
know,
go.
that's, I guess, you know, you ought to be happy that happens when you go out there.
Thank goodness for Angie. She kind of levels the playing field, doesn't she? Gives,
A lot of times.
brings you back down, says,
A lot of times.
yeah, she's your spotter, right?
That's correct.
Yeah,
She
she's
does
on
the
the.
spotting for me.
So, run me through. If she sees problems, what does she say to you in your earpiece? Tell me what she'll tell you. Get out of the.
No, what she normally tells me is when we're going into the corners, if I got somebody under me or above me, she'll let me know. Because a lot of times I can't see that car when they're getting to the side of me. That the Hans device really limits your view inside the car. You can't turn your head. So you're looking straight ahead, and basically she's the one that's telling you where they're at.
You can't look over your shoulder, can you?
No, can't
you're-
turn and
'cause
look
you're
back.
locked in.
You're straight ahead. You're locked in.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have to rely on what she's telling me about where these cars are.
And she does.
She tells me.
Yeah.
She always lets me know where they're at.
That's
So
awesome.
It does.
She's your buddy.
I couldn't do a lot without her. Other
No,
than that.
she's your best friend. She's awesome. How long you kids been married?
30 years.
30 years. Awesome. Awesome. We're talking to Frank, you see on the screen, driver at Kingsport Speedway, car number 7 in the Pure 4 division.
Pure 4.
Yep, racing Friday night, right?
Friday night. Let me tell you, Friday night's coming up. This is what we call the Fan Appreciation Night. All the fans can come over. You know, we have pictures of our car that we'll hand out to them. They let them come down on the track before the race. We'll put all the cars on the track, allow the fans to come out of the stands, and they can come down. They can come and talk to us, get pictures. We take candy for the kids. And if we have time, sometimes we'll ride the kids in the car. And this is our way of saying thank you to the people that come out and support us. Because without them, we wouldn't be there. They're the
Absolutely.
ones that make this possible because they come and watch us.
Absolutely. When is
So,
this going to be? Friday
It's
night?
going to be Friday night. Gates open at 5, qualifying at 7, green flag falls at 8. And one thing, if people around here hasn't had a chance to watch the legend cars run they're out of Charlotte, they've came up 2 or 3 times, and they will be there Friday night. And the legend cars, that's really something to see.
So for folks out there go, what is a legend car? By definition, what's a legend
A
car?
legend car, it's a smaller type version of the car. You know, it sort of looks like a 1940 Ford, but it's a real small version. And they run those at Charlotte. They run them at the track in Charlotte. And it's a big series down there. And we've had up to 6-7 cars that come from Charlotte up to Kingsport, and they can't come every week. They're coming every other week. A lot of these are driving this are young kids, and a lot of them they're affiliated with the NASCAR teams down there. And if you've never watched them, I'm gonna tell you that's probably the best show you'll see out there. Those cars, they get out there and they run as fast as a late model, and they're a small car. And those kids are fearless. They don't back off. They don't back off. I mean, they run hard. I thought we run hard, but they showed me they got more nerve than I do.
How big a motor's it got in them?
They have it's a motorcycle engine that's in them, and it's a big motorcycle engine because that thing they'll run about a 16.6 out there. And
16-second laps?
That's it. 16
Whoa.
seconds. You know, we run 18. And the late models run 16, and these guys are running 16. So if you've never had a chance to watch the legend cars, you need to come watch because they really put on a show.
Friday night, Kingsport Speedway, the Concrete Jungle. They're on John B. Dennis in Kingsport. Be a big crowd, 4th of July weekend.
Also going to have fireworks after the race.
Yeah, Friday night. So
there's a lot of things planned for Friday night. So if you're not doing anything, come out. We'd love to have the support. We'd love to see you. Come down and see me. Come down to hut number 7 and see me on the track.
Now, do you feed off the crowd? I mean, when you're in the car, you said you got that harness thing, but can you hear the crowd? Can you see them? Can you feed off a big crowd?
You know the big crowd's there, but you know you really don't see them. You know, once things start, you get tunnel vision.
You're
locked
dialed in.
Yeah, you're dialed in on what's in front of you.
Absolutely.
And you have to concentrate so much that it's hard to take your eyes off the track.
Yeah. But before you get into the car, you can see the crowd up in the stands.
You can see the crowd. I mean, yeah.
You get jacked up, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Because you want to put on a show with the crowd.
When we got a big crowd, everybody's ready to go. A lot of times when we got a big crowd, that's normally when we have problems on the track. People get over anxious and try to run over each other.
Tensions flare a little bit.
Tensions flare. And
You
normally
don't run
those
here.
things they don't work out too well.
No. Now, when you have a skirmish the last time you're out on the track, you get on the track this Friday night. Do drivers remember what happened before? Do you kind of go, that was last week when we wiped the slate clean? Or do you remember?
Let me say, some do and some don't.
Got you.
But, since I've been doing this now, I've been in this, I think, over 5 years, and I'm beginning to learn a lot of things that happen out there. They're not intentional. I mean, everybody's going for the same spot, and you race hard. And sometimes they beat you there, and you beat them, and somebody gets knocked off the line, and those things happen.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything, it's intentional that happens. But I have to say this, and probably Keith Helton probably, don't get mad at me, Keith, but I got to say this. For the first time in all the races that I've been to over there, I saw Keith Helton lose control of a car.
Really?
This guy can drive it. I'm gonna tell you something. He can go around those corners and he can drink a cup of coffee and never spill a drop.
Really?
This guy,
Is that good?
yeah. And for the first time, he lost it coming off turn 2 in front of the field. And Brad Teague hit him pretty hard. I mean, he got hit a couple times.
Got pegged pretty good.
Yeah, he did. But I was amazed. I have to say that I was amazed that he really lost the car, because I've never seen that happen. Because this guy, he can go through the corners and he can be sitting completely sideways, and I mean, it don't stress him at all. I mean,
we're talking to Frank Peters at Big Kingsport Speedway on Friday night. As you heard, the big 4th of July weekend racing going on over there, the Legends, the Fan Appreciation Night. So you've been at it 5 years. Once you got into the car, we've had this talk before, but once you got in and started driving, what have you learned? Like, gosh, I didn't always have to do this or do that. What part of driving this race car is like something you didn't know?
The hardest part about driving a car is more than just getting in and driving. You always hear them talk on TV. They talk about a car pushing or a car being loose. You've got to adjust your car to where you're not pushing and you're not loose. For people that don't know, when we say that we're pushing, what happens there when we're coming off the corner, our right front wants to push toward the wall. It won't turn with you. It will slide toward the wall. You have to make adjustments to keep that car from going to the wall. And then when we say we're loose, what happens there is when you're coming off the corner, your rear end wants to come around past you. And those are the two things that you have to adjust, and you got to know how to adjust that. And it takes some time to figure that out. Sometimes you can go too far on your adjustment, and you can't, and then not far enough.
So in the course of a race, you're making sure the car handles right. You're dealing with the traffic around you, trying to get around cars and don't want the cars behind you tapping you, so you got to be paying attention to that. You're trying to make sure your car is, getting all out of it you can. You got Angie telling you on the spotter to go here, go high, go low. So all this is going through your brain. I would think when you get done on a Friday night or a Saturday racing, you're mentally just shot.
You're mentally shot, and plus when I go home, I can't go to bed. I mean, I sit there in my chair and just replay the thing over and over, to probably 2 and 3 in the morning till I calm down enough to go to bed. But, those are things that you have to learn over the course of the race, the adjustments to make. And I have to say, we race hard. I mean, we bang. When we get out there, we hit.
How many laps you guys normally run?
We run 35 laps. 35. And those 35 laps, only green flag laps count. I mean, if we're in a caution, those laps don't count.
Good.
So you get your money's worth.
Get your money's worth,
yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're not going to sit out there and run half the race under a yellow flag.
You're 11th in points. Who's your points leader right now?
It's John Ketron.
John Ketron.
He's actually John Ketron's actually leading the national series in NASCAR. He's leading our division nationally right now.
Wow.
And he's I'll tell you, nothing like this guy. I mean, he's
the real deal.
He is. He's really. It's unbelievable to watch this guy.
So Frank decided about 5 years ago to start driving a race car. So he just kind of picked it up. So what a success story to go from 0 5 years ago. Right now he's 11th in points. We are proudly on the side of his car. Somewhere our decals on the car, right?
You're on both of the rear corner panels. It's Tom Taylor Sports.
Yeah, the logo up here in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And so Frank got him a T-shirt too, didn't you? Today, yeah, just gave him a T-shirt.
Yes, sir.
We got these T-shirts printed. So got Cyclone on the front. And we got Tom Taylor Sports on the back. We're getting some printed. Don't have the Cyclones on because not everybody's a Cyclone fan. And I get that. We got fans all over the Tri-Cities, but we are getting ready to do some more shirts without Tuffy on the front. But this one.
Right here's a picture of the card.
There we go.
We'll be giving those out.
There you go. Frank Peters, number 7.
And if you look on that back quarter panel, you'll see your name. Pull it up there, and you'll see Tom Taylor Sports.
Oh, look at that.
Logo, your logo is on the rear quarter
Oh,
panel.
man, is that not cool? That is very cool. Gates open what time Friday night?
5 o'clock.
Racing goes when?
Green flag falls at 8, qualifying's at 7. And probably about 7:30 we'll do the fan appreciation, where we'll let the fans come to the track.
That's awesome. Our buddy Frank Peters, again, car number 7 in the Pure 4 division, currently 11th in points. We're cheering him on. We get him on here periodically to find out how he's doing. He's doing well. He ain't won yet, but he's 11th. He's not 20th. He's not 24th. He's not 36th. He's 11th. Car count's good.
Yeah, car count's been staying up. We ran 20, 25 cars.
Wow. 20, 25 cars in Pure 4 division. He'll go 35 laps beating and banging, all green flag racing. None of the caution laps count. So you'll click off 35 laps on the green flag. That's awesome. Friday night, I'm pretty sure the weather's supposed to be good, isn't it?
We have a slight chance of a isolated thunder shower, I think, right now.
Let's see what we got here. Let's call it's going to be a great weather night. Let's see what
I
they
hope.
say. The number 7. What kind of car is it?
It's a Honda Prelude.
Honda Prelude.
And I have to say, give a shout out to my other sponsor, the Motor Mile Tire in Johnson City. Those people they've been with us for the last 3 or 4 years. And if you're needing tires, go by the Motor Mile over there and see Cheryl Zimmerman.
They can take care of you?
Yes, sir. He's a big supporter. He has been, and he's just about at every race.
There's a slight chance of rain on Friday night. It's going to be in 90. That's one more thing I want to talk about. The heat inside that car is unbelievable, isn't it?
It gets really hot.
Yeah.
And what makes it worse is, we have to wear that fire suit in your helmet and your Hans device that locks you in, and then inside the car you get the heat from the track and then the heat from the other cars, and it gets really, really hot. I've got out of the car. Last year I got out one night and I'd weighed before I went, and when I came home I lost 10 pounds that night.
Wow. 10 pounds, sweating. Whew. Beating and banging. Kingsport Speedway, short track racing. The grassroots of racing, ain't it?
That's it.
That's why Bristol's so popular. You can take them big tracks, it's all fine and good, but the short tracks where it's at.
That's where the action's at.
That's
You want
where-
to see the beating and the banging, that's where it's at.
That's where it's at Kingsport Speedway. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We're going to work on a fundraiser. We're going to work on some things for some youngins for Christmas. We'll keep that under wraps till we get it all nailed down. But we're going to do a fundraiser for youngins for Christmas.
For Christmas.
We're working on that.
Yeah,
So-
we're working.
Yep. So Frank Peters, number 7, folks. Go see him Friday night. Fan Appreciation Night at Kingsport Speedway. They call it the Concrete Jungle for a reason, because there's beating and banging. Faux show. A quick break. We'll be right back after this. And one of our great sponsors, Big John's Closeout, through the hammer high prices on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Got the new stain and sealers in called Goof Proof. Tell me about this, sir.
Well, it's Ready Seal makes it. It's basically a goof-proof stain, like for your decks, fencing, other stuff of that nature. A lot of times when you get into a bigger project, you have to stop and start. Maybe it's lunch or a break, or it's too hot, you want to come back later in the evening. A lot of times you get those roller streaks, you get brush marks, you get a lot of problems with trying to start and stop a number of times on anything, whether it's a vertical surface, a horizontal surface, doesn't matter. Well, with Ready Seal, and we went to a demo of it and we washed it and stuff of that nature, this pretty much eliminates it. It's pretty goof proof. You can apply it just about at any temperature. I know people are not going to be out there when it's 20 degrees trying to put stain on.
Right.
But when it's a little cooler, when that deck surface or that fence surface or whatever that you're staining is dry, whether it's 40 degrees or it's 70 degrees, you can put this stuff on. And even when it's extremely warm, you can put it on. A lot of really good colors. And I know a lot of people probably can't see this, but some of your more popular colors that people use on a very regular basis, they've got covered. And we have it in stock now. It's very, very well priced, very comparable to anything Cabot or Olympic or anyone else has. And so, you can get out there and do the job without having to worry about having a deck surface that's got all these start and stop marks on it.
Natural, pecan, dark walnut, mahogany, redwood, natural cedar, burnt hickory, and mission brown. There's the colors, but this won't do it justice. You need to stop by and see it for yourself. Again, no laps, runs, or streaks, no back brushing required, no cracking, no chipping, no flaking or peeling. Can be applied, as he said, at any temperature and easy maintenance. Again, it's the Ready Seal. Again, it's called Goof Proof. It's available now at Big John's Closeouts, both locations.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think our Mountain City store also put it in gallons, and we have some of the colors in 5 gallons.
It's awesome. Awesome. So Goof Proof, a lot of folks begin to think about doing that. So stop there, and also you get the Worcester brushes made in America. I love that. We sell
Brushes,
American-made
rollers,
products.
yes, we've got rollers, brushes, however your application needs are. We can pretty much meet that for any of your paints, stains, whatever.
So be loyal, buy local, and when you get in there, buy American-made products. And the brushes made by Worcester are made here in America, keeping our Americans working. It's great stuff. Hours are open at Big John's Closeouts.
Well, we're Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6. We're open 8 to 4 on Saturday. Closed on Sunday so people can get out and go to church and worship a little.
Social media, how do we find you?
Well, you've got a number of options. You can email at experts@bigjohnscloseouts.com. If you have cabinet questions for any of our cabinet estimators and stuff, you can email them at cabinets@bigjohnscloseouts.com. And I don't care if they want to go and maybe send me a message. It's Mike, M-I-K-E, at bigjohnscloseouts.com, and you can find us on the web.
Love promoting Big John's Closeouts. I shop there all the time. Love it. One of our proud sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. And again, be loyal, buy local, and shop where they hammer high prices at Big John's Closeouts. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here again at the Jewelers Bench, only full-time, full-service jewelry store in Carter County, Elizabeth, and they move the merchandise, folks, and understandably so. 180 days till Christmas Eve, so as John said, and he was, we were joking about it, but we're being serious at the same time. There are folks in there beginning to lay away things for Christmas. This is a really good time to do that. Or maybe not even Christmas. You got an anniversary or something coming up where you can make small payments along the way and not have to get hit with 2 or 3 big payments in November and December. So layaway is very much a thing going on right now here, again, at the Jewelers Bench. And, people are making purchases too. So that's what it's all about. Hello to Letha Strickland. Hello, young lady. That's a new name. Thank you for watching the show. Junior Campbell says that they sell nose rings. Oh, yeah, does sell nose rings. Glenn McQueen. Hello, sir. How you doing? Carl Wilson and the boys working today. I've got the magic sheet right here. Carl and Poppy and Mike and Michael and Javi and Jim, Tom, and Kyle. Got the magic list. Hello, boys. How you doing? Working hard out there. They don't sit around waiting for somebody to give them something. They get out and bust it. How about this? Food City making a big announcement. We'll be at Food City in Elizabethton on Friday to kick off the 4th of July weekend. Food City giving a check for $4 million to the new multi-sport complex at Emory and Henry. How about that? Leading off the project with a lead gift of $4 million from Food City. It will be called the Food City Sports Complex at Emory and Henry. So they will begin work on this. It will be a Mondo, M-O-N-D-O, Mondo track and turf court, stadium seats, concession stands, game day locker rooms, restrooms, and ample parking. Also night lighting. Should be ready in the fall of 2024, a year from now. So how about that? It's a new athletic complex at Emory and Henry with a $4 million gift to kick it off from Food City, our great sponsor here on the show. Operates 150 stores throughout southeast Kentucky, southwest Virginia, East Tennessee, North Georgia, and Alabama. Of course, we will be at Food City here in Elizabethton on Friday, kicking off the 4th of July weekend. It'll be called the Food City Sports Complex. There you go. Food City Sports Complex at Emory and Henry, I should say. So congratulations to E&H and big thanks to Food City. All right, fix up and save both inside and outside with rebates from Valspar and Cabot now through July the 3rd. Save $10 per gallon. Hello, Karen Gentry. I saw you a couple of weeks ago. How you doing, young lady? Save $10 per gallon or $50 per 5 gallon on Cabot's exterior stain and finishes, as well as Valspar Medallion Plus paint, and primer at Big John's Closeouts, East Elk Avenue here in Elizabethton. Your steel dealer for sales, parts, and service where they hammer high prices. So they've got a sale going on Valspar and Cabot, both paint and stains right now. $10 per gallon on Valspar and Cabot on a gallon, and $50 off per 5 gallon. That's a good deal going on right now at, as we said, Big John's Closeouts here at Elizabethton, right down the street, as a matter of fact, 238 East Elk Avenue. So appreciate them very much. Sherry Jones is coming up here in a few minutes. Take a look at Major League Baseball. The Braves just keep being the Braves. Man, they are something to watch. Marcell Ozuna was the man last night. And so a go-ahead home run off Sonny Gray in the 7th inning. Spencer Strider allowed 3 hits in 7 innings and struck out 10. The Braves beat Minnesota 4-1. Ronald Acuna Jr. added a 2-run home in the 3-run 7th inning. Braves won for the 11th time in 12 games. How about that? They are red, smoking hot. Strider, 9-2 on his 5th consecutive decision, reaching double-digit strikeouts for the 11th time in 36 starts, including 5 this season. The Braves are hitting on all the cylinders, doing it again tonight in Atlanta. Bryce Elder, pretty good matchup. Bryce Elder, 5-1 with the Braves. Joe Ryan, 8-4 will go for the Minnesota Twins. They call them the Twinkies. 7:20 first pitch at Truist Park tonight in Atlanta. Other ball games tonight. Let's go back to last night. It was an abbreviated schedule Monday. Who won? Of course, the Braves won. We just told you that. The other regional team, the Reds, got clobbered 10-3 by Baltimore in Baltimore. Milwaukee beat the Mets 2-1. Detroit over Texas 7-2. The Angels won better than the White Sox 2-1. And Seattle doubles up Washington 8-4 in the matchups last night. Tonight, as we said, the Reds in Baltimore, San Diego, Pittsburgh. Kevin Gausman again 7-3 will be on the hill for Toronto against San Francisco. Miami at Boston at Fenway Park tonight. Milwaukee and the Mets continue their series in New York. Houston and St. Louis. Detroit will be at Texas. Pretty good matchup there. You got Martin Perez will go for the Texas Rangers 7-3. Go back to the Houston matchup. Houston's Framber Valdez at 7-5 will be on the mound tonight for the Astros in St. Louis. Philadelphia will take on the Cubs in Wrigley. Cleveland and Kansas City. Clayton Kershaw trying to get his 10th win of the season. He's 9-4. He'll go on the mound tonight for the Dodgers in Colorado against Seabolt. The White Sox and the Angels in L.A. Shohei Ohtani will be on the hill tonight for the Angels. He's 6-3 on the season. The Yankees play in Oakland. Washington and Seattle, the best matchup of the week to this point. Tampa Bay, number 1 team in baseball, will be at Arizona, the number 1 team in the NL West. Zach Gallen, 9-2, will go on the mound tonight for Arizona. Will be the marquee pitcher in that matchup. So that's going on tonight, Major League Baseball, as that's the best matchup of the evening. Will be, besides the Braves and Minnesota, 2 front-runner division leaders. You also have Arizona leading the NL West and American League East, and the best team in baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays in Arizona. Tampa Bay 4 games better than Baltimore in the East. Minnesota a game and a half better than Cleveland in the Central. And the Rangers right now lead both the Angels and the Astros by 5. The Angels have caught them. Rangers a 5-game lead over the Astros and the Angels in the American League West. In the NL East, it's Atlanta. They've won 3 in a row, 9 out of 10. They lead the Marlins by 6.5. The Marlins have won 2 in a row. They are 7-3 in their last 10. The Phillies are 7-3 in their last 10. And the Mets, exact opposite. They've lost 2 in a row, and they've lost 7 out of 10. In the NL Central, the Brewers have taken over the lead again. They're back by a half-game lead over the Reds. They've won 2 in a row and 7 out of 10. The Reds on a 3-game losing streak, and they're in second place, a half game out now. The Cubs are still charging. The Cubs only 3 games out now. They've won 8 out of 10 in the NL Central. And, of course, Arizona, as we said, in the West, they are 2.5 games better than San Francisco. The Giants have won 8 out of 10. They're a hot baseball team. What else going on in Major League Baseball? You would look and see that the second round of Major League Baseball All-Star voting is going on. Go to MLB.com, and the Phase 2 of the All-Star voting is underway. With each league's top vote getter, Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves in the National League and Shohei Ohtani in the American League, both assured a starting spot. The top 2 vote getters at each position and the top 6 outfielders are battling it out in Phase 2 of the voting. which determines all-star game starters in the National League, because Acuna is already locked in as one of the only outfielder on the top 4 vote getters. After him will advance to phase 2. So that's what you've got going on right. Go to MLB.com, and again, you will vote the top 2 vote getters at each position, and the top 6 outfielders are battling out in phase 2 of the voting for the MLB.com. Go there and vote for the All-Star game. There you go. Hey, we're live again at the Jewelers Bench in downtown Elizabethton. How about we bring in Hannah? Hannah's here, and let's let her tell you about some of the things. Well, actually, yeah, let's bring this young lady in right here. She's ready to go and tell you all about what you can get right here from the Jewelers Bench on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Jewelry store in Elizabethton and Carter County. We got show and tell going on. So let's start with this one right here. This is gorgeous. Tell us about this one, please.
Yeah, so this is a triple roll pave ring. It's brand new. And it is $165.
Got some bling going on there.
Lots of bling.
Mm-hmm. Like that.
And if the triple row is too much for you, there's a single roll.
Single row. All right. That goes.
And it's $95.
$95 for that.
And then you want earrings to match. We got them.
Wow. Those are beautiful.
Those are very pretty. And those are
gorgeous.
$125.
$125. Okay. Let's go to this right here. This is the little knot thing.
Yeah, so that is a infinity sparkling heart necklace, and it's $85.
Okay, there you go. $85 for that. Awesome.
And then there's earrings to match it.
Okay.
Which
is that one right here?
Yes.
Is there 2 of them?
Yeah, but we'll find it later.
Okay. There's the infinity earring.
And that's $60.
$60 for the pair.
Which they have a gift set for that, and you can save a little bit of money on buying it in the gift set.
Okay.
Here is a little cute mom necklace.
For Mother's Day. That is dainty.
Yeah, it's very dainty. But it's very sweet.
Mm-hmm. There it is right there.
And it's $85.
Come in person and see it. My fingers aren't doing justice for that. Okay.
These are going to be difficult. These are Love Mom earrings. One says love, one says mom.
Okay. I'll just show you one.
And those are $35.
$35 for that. It says love. One says love, one says mom. Come see it in person, please. Okay. And that's all of them, isn't it?
Oh, we'll do one pair of so that is a triple row pave rose plated earrings, and those are $165.
Mm-hmm. All these, you say, jewelry stores, a lot of money to come buy jewelry. These are under, well, there's other rings in my finger. Earring. Under $200 on all these. So, and
yeah, a lot under 100. So
a lot of them under 100. Exactly right. So, this one says mom on it. See if I can show this real quick. We'll wrap it up with this. That one says mom, and you can't really tell it, but there it is. Please come in and see these in person, but we'll at least give you an idea of what they've got here. So
yeah, it's very sweet, and it's something that she can layer with.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Hours are open at the Jewelers Bench.
So Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6. Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
We can find you on social media where?
Facebook and Instagram.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, folks. Be loyal, buy local, and buy your jewelry from the Jewelers Bench. Again, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Miller Sports Show. Hello, Mary Ellen Malone in the hills of West Virginia. How you doing, lady? Hope you're having a good day. Bridget, I don't know this lady. I've never seen her before in my life, but she just decided where we're going to have dinner at tonight. Not me and Bridget, but anyway, it's pretty funny. I gave her 3 options, and she said, boom, she picked it, and so that's where we're headed. Good job. So anyway, we are live here. We're here at the Jeweler's Bench. We're cleaning rings. Business is hopping here. We like it. We're here again. Birthdays today. Lori Morgan having a birthday, 64, country music singer. Football, we're down to 52 days till Cyclone football. Right here, one of our great sponsors on the Tom Miller Sports Show and the Cyclone Network is 2 days away from kickoff. Of course, it's dead week right now. Is everything shuts down for 2 weeks. This week in each, they go wherever. Then coming back on July the 10th. Ready for fall sports will be, of course, football, golf. That'll be the 5 sports that will be our batteries, because once we get back, it's pedal to the metal, ready to go. We'll go from all things. My buddy, Mrs. Holtzclaw. We had John on earlier in the show. He's my buddy. And you my buddy? There we go. We're buddies. John and I are buddies. She's buddies, and so is Corey Moore from Bracken Paving on the Tom Taylor Sports 720.
You can find us online. You can find us on Facebook. We do anything that you park your vehicle on. Anything that you park your vehicle on.
Commercial, churches, 323-8726. He's a phone call away, and, of course, he'll come out and do the estimate, step me through. I call you up, now what?
And then I want to hear what you have to say. I want to know what concerns you have, where you're looking. I call it your vision. I want to make sure that I can align our capabilities with your vision. So I hear what you have going on, and then I can put a price together, and right then and there, our pricing's good for, at least 30 days. And you make a decision, and we'll get you scheduled.
Yep. 323-8726. Geographically, you go everywhere. You do crack fill sealing. You do paving, asphalt, and concrete, right?
Solid to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well, so there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by. Our buddy, Sherry Holtzclaw. She's back. How you doing, lady?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. Glad to be back down here. Love shopping here. Last thing I got done was a pocket watch. Loved it. I've got it. And what if he can engrave it? Would he engrave it?
Yeah, he will engrave it.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we'll put a little engraving on the front of that. We are in the midst of a Pandora sale up to 50% off certain items in the store. So you want to be your Vanna? Your show and tell guy?
I got a few Pandora. I didn't pull them all out, but I've got, 5 trays of charms that are 50% off. There's also rings, bracelets, earrings that's on the 50% off stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Disney, Star Wars.
Grab some here and I'll hold them for you.
Yeah, let's see.
Here's one. Let's just do this one right here. This is
It's a unicorn.
little unicorn guy. There you go. Half
Yeah.
off.
So he retails 40, so he'd be 20.
20. Okay. Don't let the camera be your determining factor. We say it every time.
Then if you
Well,
like Star Wars, you have the Mandalorian.
Oh,
I guess that's how you say it.
Yep. Mandalorian, is that it right here?
Yeah.
Star Wars, Mandalorian. Yep. Price wise?
He's regularly $65, so he'd be $32.50.
$32.50. Okay. Where's that go? One of these little slots?
Yeah, it goes up here.
Oh, go ahead. You can put it right there. Good. Okay. Keep going.
If you like Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Yep, this one's Ariel Shell. It retails $70. 50% off.
$35 all day long while it's here through July the 4th. Got it upside down. Thank you. All right.
If you want something with color, there's just a blue colored, lot of bling.
Got a little bling to it.
So it retails $95.
44.50.
Yeah.
44.50. No, 42.50.
42.50.
42.50. You're right. Okay.
I'm not great at math, so you had me question myself there for a minute.
I don't exactly set the woods on fire either in math. So.
This one would be Snow White. It's the apple, but of course, if you have a favorite teacher or whatever, that could be for a teacher.
And that retails for, get my finger out of the way.
$65.
$32.50 for that one. Okay, that goes right there.
And then if you're expecting a baby girl, here's one. It's got a little handprint with a pink stone, and then on the back of it, it says it's a girl. It retails $45.
$45.
So half of that.
Going on through the 4th of July, folks, next Tuesday. Grab this one right, I like this one right here.
You like that one? It's kind of like the Pandora symbol.
Yeah. I bought a Pandora. I bought a Beauty and the Beast. Remember I bought the rose in the little glass for one of the girls? So this goes for $45. There you go. So that would be $22.50.
Yep.
So through the 4th, you see this whole tray. There's 5 trays. We're not going to go through all of them, but there's 5 trays full of Pandora charms that are half off.
They're half off, and there's a little bit of everything. Like I said, there's some clips. We have some rose-colored charms. Disney, animal items. The Murano beads. There's quite a bit on there.
That's one of 5.
Yep, that's one of 5. Just one tray of 5.
5 trays. Mrs. Feathers said, I'll grab that for you. Thank you, ma'am. All right.
And we'll just show some baby stuff I just got in. So we get calls for baby rings.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Good. And you got them.
And I got some. That one's in gold.
Don't let the camera make your determining factor, please. Just to give you an idea what it looks like, but it'll look a whole lot better in person.
Yep, and it's $220.
$220. All right.
This one's a little heart with a pearl in it. It's really pretty. I like it.
Love it, love it, love it.
$289.
$289 for that one. Thank you, ma'am.
And you don't want to, if you don't want to go that much for a baby, which is understandable. We have silver heart. You can engrave the little initials inside the heart.
Look at that little tiny finger.
Yeah.
Goes for
$39
for that right there. Look at that, $39 for a little baby ring. You can put their initials right on the ring.
Yep.
Too
John
cute.
can engrave it here.
Mr. John can do it. How long does it take him to do a pocket watch, you reckon? He's backed up, so.
He's got to set it up. Just what you want on it. So maybe about 20 minutes.
Hello to Mary Ellen in West Virginia watching. So there you go.
This is a little silver baby bracelet.
Oh.
Isn't it sweet?
Why is a grown man going, oh? Do you think I look like Captain Kangaroo?
No.
John was. See, she takes it.
No.
See, she takes care of me. Mrs. Feathers threw me under the bus. So this is.
She forgot who pays her paycheck. It's not John.
It's Mrs. Holtzclaw. There you go.
You forgot who pays your paycheck. It's not John.
Yes. Oh yes. So this is what is that? That's like a little.
So that's a safety catch.
Okay. This is.
And so it's a hinge.
Just a hinge. Okay. Price point on this is.
It's about $100.
Yep, $100. So lots of options, folks, for little peeps.
Yep. And then this one's one you can actually engrave the whole name on that one. That one's sweet.
Look at that. That is too nice. The whole. I remember both of my girls had bracelets growing up. They outgrew them, but they wore them for the longest time.
Yeah, mine had one.
$48. $48 for that right there. Nothing like them little babies.
Nope, there's not. You know, we're going to get our first one in July.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Where you been?
Well, I've been, I guess, out of the loop.
John's going to be a grumps.
A grump?
Grumps.
A grumps. He's going to be a grumps.
Fits him, right?
Well, I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to plead the fifth. So your guys are going to be grandparents.
Yeah.
Awesome. We know little boy, little girl.
Little boy.
Little boy.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Oh, boy.
You excited? Of course you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be. Nothing like them.
So these are ankle bracelets. Summertime, you need to put that bracelet around your ankle.
Right. And this goes for $60. How
And
about
that's sterling silver. And we got different kinds. That one's kind of a bigger paper clip. And then this one's a Figaro.
Did we check the price on this one? We did not. It's $25 for an ankle bracelet. How about that? I hear John back here pecking. He's working, isn't he?
He is working.
Grumps. That's good.
Yep.
It's perfect for him. Not Grandpa, not Gramps, Grumps.
Grumps. He's grumpy.
Bless his heart. He's not even here to defend himself. He don't care. $65 for this one, folks. An ankle bracelet. So this is got a little bling to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sterling silver with a little bit of bling. Diamond cut beads.
So.
And then if you don't want silver, we have gold.
So
rose gold, white gold, yellow gold.
Here's a really goofy question. People's ankles are different sizes, so you have to come fit their ankle?
Sometimes. Most of these are 9 inches. Some of them might be 10, and then if they're 10 inches, then a lot of them have a little bit of an extender on it. But there again, if I need to fit their ankle, I can do one of the permanent ones. Or if they don't want it permanent, I can put a clasp on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll go
we
to.
can do any.
They can do anything here, folks.
Size.
It's the Jeweler's Bench. Been here for how many years?
20. Let's see. Kaylee's 23 years.
23 years been going at it. Taking care of a lot of folks in 20 years.
24 years in August.
I'm going to guess at this point, 23, you're doing second generations and families now, right? Moms and dads, and now their kids are growing up, they're coming in here, right?
Yeah.
Probably?
Yeah.
Yeah. Second generation. After 20-some years, mom and dad bought their jewelry here, we bought our jewelry here. So,
yep.
White gold or yellow gold. What'd you say, yellow or white gold?
That's yellow.
Yellow gold. So, and this one retails for $285. Okay.
And then this one's two-toned, so that means it's yellow and white. And it's $155.
$155 for that one.
So I mean, we've got all kinds of price ranges.
To fit your budget. From $65 up to $225 on these ankle bracelets. Here's the kids' little baby bracelet for $25. So.
It's a rose gold paper clip.
Rose gold,
rose gold
paper clip.
And it was $280, $239.
$239. Okay.
And then this one's $280, and it's two-tone too.
And it retails for $280. So here you go. These are some of the options here at the Jeweler's Bench. We're talking about ankle bracelets for the summertime. You sell a lot of them?
Yeah, we do. Quite a few. Yep.
There you go.
Yep. During summer, people come in and want them.
So got them on sale from everything, or got them regular price, everything from $65 up to $280, whatever you're looking for. Ankle bracelets. What else do we have?
So I'll show you one of the birthstones for June is pearl. The main one's alexandrite, but then the secondary is pearl. And these are probably my favorite necklaces right now. Got white gold, yellow gold, different size pearls.
Wow.
I just love the look of it, and I think everybody should have a set of pearls.
Yeah, I like the little one.
They're just classy.
Got a little bling to it. Got a little cut to it, the silver.
Yep, so the white gold one's $679.
Let me get it back where it should be here.
And then the yellow gold is $699. Those are 14 karat.
Laying away for Christmas, folks. So
Yeah.
lay away now. You just pay a little bit as you go, and you won't get nailed with a big old price, big old payment at the end of the in December. So.
And then on this one, the top one, if you just want one pearl, you don't want all of them. It's $439. And then this bottom one is another one of my favorites. It's actually mother of pearl, and I love the look of it. And it's $1,479.
There you go. Lots of options, folks. You know, Mrs. Feathers, I forgot. I was going to ask you to clean my rings. I forgot to do that. Can you do it?
Just clean your rings.
Oh, yeah. She cleans my state championship rings. Look like they're brand new. She gets no. I don't know what she does with them, but they're. You spit on them? Whatever works. She spits with a toothbrush, and there you go. So, those are some of the options.
Yeah.
Cool. She's not doing it there with John, that high pressure thing. She does a little brush thing, doesn't she?
Yeah, because if we do that high pressure thing, we'll start popping stones out. We don't want to do that.
No, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So. They take care of me, folks, down here. They can take care of you, too. Not because I'm the guy who comes and does the show. This is the customer service they give to everybody when they come down here.
Yep, we do.
So the Pandora sales up to 50% off through July the 4th on 5 trays of charms. And the bracelets are on sale, too, right?
There's some bracelets. There's a few designs in the bracelets that are on sale, and then there's rings. I think we got quite a few rings that are on sale. I probably have one good, decent tray of rings.
Pandora's a steady seller year-round, aren't they?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, you come in for anniversaries, birthdays, babies, Mother's Day. Somebody's having a bad day, you just buy them a bead.
Yep, buy them a bead.
I mean, you can do it for anything.
Pandora.
Just because.
Yep. Pandora's bracelet. So now you can load them up on a standard bracelet. I mean, charms, I guess, depends on the size, but you can get all kinds of charms all the way around, right?
Oh, yeah, you can fill it up. Yeah.
Which is what they want. Come here and buy them, fill them up. So watches right now, what are the watches? I know we sold some for graduation and for Mother's Day and Father's Day, so we still got watches in stock.
We do. We've got, I just got a bunch of G-Shock ladies in because I was running low on those, so I got those refilled. We've got Bearing, men's G-Shocks, women's Citizens, and then I just got a brand new shipment of mainly men's Citizen watches because I was low on those, so I'll be putting those out within the next few days.
What are the selling points of G-Shocks?
Oh, they're durable. I mean, you know, my dad was a mechanic farmer, and that's all he wore. And I mean, he would beat that sucker up, and it just kept on going.
Kept on going. So,
yeah.
You want to get some of the? Can you reach some of them real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that because Mrs. Holtzclaw, she was not here last month. She was wasn't working that day, so. We want to get some G-Shocks to show you the watches that you can purchase here. At the Jeweler's Bench, again, Thursday will be at Poor Trav's Deli right across the street. And Friday we'll kick off the 4th of July weekend at Food City on a Food City Friday. Next week, taking some time off, and then we'll be back, not be going the whole week. We're going to take some days here and there off, just kind of get ready for what will start coming up in August and, July. At the end of July into August will be a lot of broadcasting. Can't wait. A lot of games. So we'll take some time off. But we'll be Port Trav's right across the street here on Thursday. And then we'll be Food City on Friday. So she has brought the request for the watches. We'll start with this one right here first. And this is a Baby G. There you go.
Yeah, and that one's digital.
Okay.
So it's, I was trying to see if I could see the price. I think that's what?
Oh, there it is.
99
$99?
or $89?
$89. I'm sorry, $89. This is for the ladies, right?
It is.
Yeah, the Baby G with the turquoise face on it, digital. $89, okay.
And then this is a new design that I thought was pretty cool. It's digital and analog.
And it goes for
120.
120. It's digital and analog, and it's purple or lavender, I guess. for the ladies. There you go. All right, I got it upside down. Nope, I did not. Good job, Tom. So there you go. Lavender or purple.
And
Okay.
then you can get the same one in blue.
Baby blue, turquoise. So there it is. Mm-hmm. So, and then we go.
Here's some guys.
You'll ship too, right?
Yeah.
If you're watching out of
We will.
state, she ships all the time. Here's a guy's clear with a black face. There's a clear G-Force for $110. It's not a budget buster. Okay.
Yep. I'll text you a link and you pay by text and I'll get it out.
Yep. Text you a link. Pay by the link. Is what you said?
Yeah.
Pay by the text. Yep. I know Rick did it down in Pensacola last year, so we'll ship them anywhere.
I got a new system since.
Oh, really?
Oh,
More
yeah.
updated?
Yeah.
Awesome. Here's a black face, black band with a little turquoise there in the middle for the gentleman, and it goes for
130.
Okay. And
then here's a red one.
There's a red
which
one.
is pretty cool.
it is. And this is goes for 120 as well. This is a G-Force for the guys. So there you go. We'll run them back through one more time. There's that one for the guys. This one for the guys. This one for the guys. Okay. Then we'll go for the ladies. Digital. Turquoise face, black band.
A lot of nurses wear these watches too.
Mm-hmm. Got that in the baby blue. And you got this one in lavender. There you go. So
And then we'll just show you this diver's watch. Everybody notices it when they come in. And it's a Citizens.
cool.
And it comes with a cute little scuba diving
Look at that.
case.
This is a Citizen's watch for the gentleman. Price point is
It's $525.
$525 for this Citizen's watch. Good looking watch.
It is a good looking
Metal
watch.
band,
Titanium.
band.
So it's lightweight, not too heavy.
Yep. Awesome.
Yep.
Lots of options, folks, here at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton. So, hello to Krista Britt. How you doing, lady? Thanks for watching the show again.
Krista.
You know Miss Krista?
I do know Miss Krista.
Sweetheart, nice lady.
Krista worked for me quite a few years ago.
Oh, really? Here?
She did.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mrs. Britt. She's a
Yep.
great lady, great
She
mama.
is.
Got
She
two.
is.
Got a great husband and great youngins.
Yep.
So,
Know 'em all.
yep, they are good peeps. All right, so social media, how do we find it out? Oh, before you go, tell them how you do ship. You'll ship them anywhere. Anything you've seen here, go to the website, which is,
jewelersbench10.com.
yep,
And if you don't see it on the website, just call me, and we'll ship it.
ship it, yep.
We got Facebook, Instagram.
And you got a new way to ship things, right, to pay for it?
Well, to pay for it, yeah, it's pay by text, and then
That's cool.
and then we'll ship it out.
And we'll
yeah.
ship it out.
I'll just
Wow.
send you a link to your cell phone.
You've already done them?
Pay it from there.
Good grief. Look at this. Looks like it's a brand new ring. I've had it for 2 years. Look at that. Cyclone State Champion. Hope we got another one coming this year. So, look at this. Wow. Looks like it's brand spanking new. Thank you, Mrs. Feathers. Even though you said look like Captain Kangaroo, so. Wow. I guess. I got told the other day I look like Willie Nelson. I don't think I look anything like Willie Nelson, but whatever. I think I look like Tom Taylor, so I look like. So
Yeah.
that's
There
who
you
I
go.
is. So, all right. Social media, how do we, man, look at that. That is, looks like a brand new. Thank you, Mrs. Feathers. Wow. Social media,
Facebook and Instagram.
website,
Website is jewelersbench10.com.
hours are open.
So Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then starting after July 4th, my Saturday hours are going to change 9:30 to 2. So we're going to go to our summer hours.
Good. So you guys get out here and enjoy the lake and whatever you want to do.
Oh
So
yeah, yep.
You've earned it because
Yeah.
come fall, you're in here a lot. In
Yeah, we
Christmas
are.
season, you're in here a lot, and understandably so. But
Yep.
still going to be open on Saturdays. They're going to close at 2. So everybody can,
You just have to come a little earlier.
yeah, closed on Sundays, the Lord's Day, and so that gives everybody a chance to go to church and rest and relax.
Yep.
So there you go,
And then we'll be closed July 4th.
and you should be. So most everything is closed on the 4th, aren't they?
Mhm.
Should be.
Yeah.
It's our nation's birthday. You
Might
get
close
out,
Monday too. I haven't decided yet.
maybe Monday too. That'd give you a 3-day weekend.
It
Be
would.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Come back on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Might as well. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Let them do it. They've earned it. So, all right, we'll come back and close it out. I want to bring in Hannah, and let's let her talk because she was in there talking about. And I know it's graduation, and graduation is come and gone, but the
We'll bring in who?
Hannah.
Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah Cobalt. She's right here.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you
I'm
thought
not
she
sure.
was really coming in. So, but what she's going to promote on graduation is still in there. You can still get it year
Oh, yeah.
round.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah.
I think I blew
Sorry.
her circus. Hannah, she's not coming in today. Yes, she's right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Graduation, here we go. I'll be your Vanna. It's show and tell time. Watches. Tell us about this one.
So I'm going to show a few Citizen watches. That right there is a Citizen Eco Drive. That's one of those that don't take a battery.
Oh,
So
okay.
those, as long as you keep them in light, those will keep running. Good graduation gift for guys.
Okay.
High school, college, whichever.
Price point is $395. Comes with a guarantee on it too, as well, right? A warranty. Absolutely.
Yep. They all have a little warranty thing in the boxes.
All right.
That is another Citizen's watch, but that is not an Eco Drive. That's battery powered, so it's a little bit more affordable of an option if you're
Okay.
looking for something that costs a little bit less.
Okay. As a matter of fact, it's $129.
Yeah, $129. So not quite as expensive. Also, just a really good gift.
Okay.
And then I got a couple ladies' watches as well. That one is a battery powered Ladies Citizen. It's got the crystals around the bezel. It's got a mother of pearl face on it. It's really, really pretty. Very dainty, very ladylike.
Price point is $149.99.
Okay.
All right.
And then this one's going to be a two-tone ladies. Also has a mother of pearl face. It does not have the date wheel on it.
Okay.
But still a really nice watch. Also a very dainty ladylike watch.
And the price point on that one is $295. So there you go. Those are some of the watches options for graduation. What brands do you carry?
We have in stock right now Citizen. We have a lot of new Citizens in if you're looking for that. We also restocked a lot of our Bearing watches. I know a lot of people probably aren't as familiar with Bearing, but they're very sleek watches, very lightweight, white sapphire crystal, so they're very strong. We have a huge selection of them over there. I found a lot of people have been taking a liking to those lately.
G-Shocks as well?
Yes, we do have some G-Shocks, some baby G's as well if you're looking for that.
Okay. Hours are open?
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
There you go. Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook and Instagram. We've been doing a little bit better about getting some stuff out there, so whenever we get new stuff in, we'll be posting it, so keep an eye on that.
Phone number?
Oh, you had to ask me that question. 423-542-5600.
There you go. One of our great sponsors making it go on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks here in Elizabeth and the Jewelers Bench. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, big thanks to our guests today. Of course, we had, obviously just now, Hannah Cobalt and John Oakslaw and Sherry from right here at the Jewelers Bench. And we had Frank Peters come in and talk about his number 7 car racing on Friday night for Fan Appreciation Night, again at Kingsport Speedway, the Concrete Jungle. We are out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Back in the saddle Thursday will be at Port Travis Deli right across the street. And Friday we'll kick off the weekend, the 4th of July weekend, for Food City Friday, Food City here in Elizabethton. So we'll be all ready and go for that. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Let's again run down the verse of the day. We always dedicate our show to the man hung on the cross. We unashamedly do that. And today's verse is Colossians 3:12. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, wow, went on the cross for us, clothe yourselves with compassion, with kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Not easy to do, but that's what he tells us to do. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Good way into the show. Again, we'll wrap it up by saying show number 1881's in the books. We'll wrap it up by saying, as always, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Pay attention, moms and dads. You're the grown-up. Kids watch you. Win or lose, be a good sport. Kids emulate what you do. Act like you got some sense and don't go crazy at a ball game. See you Thursday. Thanks for watching the show. We're out of here on the Jewelers Bench in downtown Elizabeth on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.